Greetings, Poké fans. Michael here. Not in focus. In focus. Not in focus. In focus. It's time for another Pokemon theory. This theory has to do with the mythical moth Pokemon Volcarona, and it was devised by Eryizo, who I have here with me today to explain it.
What's up, Poké fans? It's me, Eryizo, and I'm glad to be here. If you played the Unova games, chances are you've encountered Volcarona in the deepest chamber of the Relic Castle. But why is this non-legendary bug and fire-type Pokemon underground in the ruins of a castle in the middle of a desert?
There seems to be a lot of history between Volcarona and these ruins, leading us to believe that this Volcarona was both the savior of Unova and the destroyer of this city.
First, we need to verify that the ruins of the desert resort are indeed of a city. The evidence for this comes from the Pokemon that live there. Sigilyph is found only in the desert, and according to its dex entries, it's the guardian of an ancient city, and it never strays from the route it flies. This leads us to believe that Sigilyphs?
Sigilyphies!
Whatever. They were the guardians of this now ruined city, and they remain there and only there to this day.
Yamask is another piece of evidence, since Yamasks supposedly used to be humans. They're all over the place in the desert and Relic Castle, which leads us to believe that these Yamasks are former inhabitants of the ancient city. Which is pretty freaking weird. Relic Castle is also right next to a river, which many ancient cities were built next to for a water source and shipping channel. It's also worth noting that in White 2, but not Black 2, more ruins were found of smaller houses, which supports the idea that there was a city here and not just one large castle.
So why is this ancient city in the middle of a desert? And what does Volcarona have to do with it? We may get some insight into this by looking at Volcarona's Black version dex entry. When volcanic ash darkened the atmosphere, it's said that Volcarona's fire provided a replacement for the sun.
The only volcano in the Unova region is Reversal Mountain, which has conflicting map descriptions as to whether it's had a lot of recent eruptions or one really big one.
That's what she said.
Or one really big eruption a long time ago. Since Pokemon can kind of get trippy with the alternate timelines and parallel game stories and stuff, let's just assume the latter scenario, since if there were a lot of recent eruptions, Undella Town would probably not be a thing.
It seems like many years ago, when this ancient city was thriving, this massive eruption of Reversal Mountain occurred. The sky above Unova was darkened by volcanic ash, much like what the scientists believed killed the dinosaurs, but this Volcarona was there to save Unova, using itself as a light source to replace the sun.
The people in the ancient city, which very well could have been the largest city in Unova at the time, since there are minimal ruins elsewhere, wanted to honor and thank Volcarona for saving Unova. So they built a shrine to it in Relic Castle.
It's our theory that Volcarona then begun to live among the people of the city, being honored and cared for by them. However, since Volcarona is capable of generating heat and light comparable to the sun, it seems as if its extended time in the ancient city caused the nearby land to dry up, thus converting the land that could have been lush, like the area surrounding the desert resort, to be an unforgiving desert.
This climate change likely prompted the inhabitants of the ancient city to abandon it, since they probably couldn't get crops to grow and the climate was just too harsh. However, Volcarona opted to stay behind, resting in its shrine until the day that you find it and become its first friend in many, many years. So that's the theory. This is one of my new favorite theories because it was really fun to analyze it and kind of use my archaeological mind in it.
Michael and I have also done another theory on Volcarona over on my channel, so be sure to go check that out.
What did you think of this theory? Do you think it's legit? What are some other Pokemon theories you want me to talk about? Let me know in the comments below! And if you like this video, be sure to hit like, follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and subscribe if you haven't. Also, be sure to check out my new second channel, JMikeyG. I've gotten some good fun videos up on there, and it's a big variety of stuff, so go check it out. Before I go, I want to say a huge thanks to Eryizo for doing this video with me. He came up with this theory, and it's a really awesome one. I just helped with a few details here and there, so definitely go check out his channel because he makes some great Pokemon content and deserves a lot more subscribers than he has. Alright, that's all I have for now, so until next time, Poké fans. Gotta catch them all!
Everybody wants to get down.